What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me here at the Underground. So tonight I wanted to talk about, should we be buying gold? Now, I want to state a few things before I get into it. When I say should we be buying gold, I'm talking about as wealth insurance prepper perspective, not to make gains in the stock market or anything like that as a quick trade. So we're not going to be discussing support, resistance, charts, analysis, anything like that. I'm just going to talk about my point of view and why I think it's important for us to be, preparing and especially trying to get some gold into our prep. So, in the world we're living in today, it can be quite confusing on trying to figure out what we should be doing. We have threats of Cold War with China. We have this pandemic going on. We have unemployment going through the roof. Americans are going broke. The middle class is being destroyed. And it can be hard to know what to do next or what to get prepared for. But one thing is very clear. We should all be preparing. And I just wanted to get that, out of the way up front. Now, ever since we've gotten off the gold standard in 1971, the US dollar has lost 98% of its value as far as purchasing power, towards gold. The price of gold over a long period of time seems to be going up, and people that hold it, their wealth goes up with that over a period of time. And that is definitely always a plus of, holding and purchasing gold throughout the years. But what I'm talking about today isn't about making a quick trade or stats and charts and statistics. I'm talking about wealth insurance, buying and holding gold to preserve your wealth, to protect the future of you and possibly your children you could pass it down to if need be. And that's the focus I'm, circling around today when I say, should we be buying gold? And I'll tell you flat out, my front answer is, I think we definitely should be. Well, why? Central banks are doing it. It is one of the most held assets in central banks. Governments hoard it. The 1%, the elite, the millionaires, the billionaires, they all have gold because they know that it is the #1 monetary asset. Cash has only been around 240 years here in the United States. And they want us to think cash is king. That's the way we were raised here in America. And that's not the case. Gold is the true king. But they want it for themselves, it seems like. So we're not educated enough to understand what real value is, what real wealth is. Now, let's look at it this way. Gold has been around for thousands and thousands of years. It has seen kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall. And when they fall, the guys are running out the back door with them bags of gold. It has survived recessions, depressions, crisis. It has seen it all, and it has stood its ground, and it has came out on top. Gold is a safe haven asset. And when a country or the world starts going towards unknown negative situations, gold is definitely a great and a safe place to be. Now, I know when people start talking about purchasing gold, it can seem overwhelming and out of reach. But it's really not. You just got to educate yourself on it and look into it a little bit. For example, I'm just starting to learn about these myself, and I want to look into them a little bit more. But you can get these gold-backed notes. Now, this one here, let me see. I don't know if you can see it. It's 1/1000th of a troy ounce. This is only about $3.50. It is 24 karat gold, Utah gold-backed note. These come in different denominations. They come in 1s, they come in 5s, 25s, 50s. And honestly, I don't know why we're not using something like this today as currency already. And you can see it's quite durable. It seems it could hold up to water. It's not going to rip. It is way more, durable than the cash we use today, but it has real value. This is 24 karat gold once again. Now, the only thing I want to look into with these, because I am new to them myself, is as far as trade-in value. If I ever did want to sell or trade these in, do they retain the same value as, say, a coin does? You know, does it hold that, you know, purchasing power over time the same as a coin? I don't see why it wouldn't. It's 24 karat gold. Gold is gold. I'm sure it would melt down just the same as any of the others. I don't know for sure. If you know, please let me know in the comment below. But I'm definitely going to look into it, because these would be an awesome way to barter physical gold in any situation. They're gold dollar bills. I mean, they're phenomenal. And like I said, you can get them in different denominations. And obviously, the higher denominations have higher content of gold. Now, like I said, you could get one of these for $3.50. You could get 10 of these for 30 some dollars, you know, 35 bucks. This is an easy way to start accumulating gold over a period of time. You know, if you spend 30 bucks a month, got 10 of these over a course of a period, you're going to have a nice stack of real gold bills. But yeah, I want to look into those a little more myself. I recommend you do the same before you buy them, but I don't see why they wouldn't be any different besides the form they're in. And you pay a little more of a premium for it, but once again, it's because of the easy, accessible form it's in, the easy, barterable denomination it's in. So, pretty awesome. But, you know, if you're not looking to go that route, I mean, you could get little gold bullions. That's, you know, a half a gram. You can go as small as half a gram. You could go up to a gram. You could go up to, you know, 1.5 grams. I mean, it goes on. 3 grams. 3.4 grams. So you could really get whatever you want when you're looking into, you know, purchasing gold. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be this huge bar worth tens of thousands of dollars or even hundreds of dollars. So there are ways for average people like me or you to start accumulating gold. And over time, it adds up. I promise you that. So I wanted to share something else with you guys I thought was pretty cool. Now, Atmex is a bullion dealer, and as you purchase through them, they have different tiers of like a reward group, and they rate them like silver, gold, platinum. And for me, hitting a certain rewards group as a member, they sent me this 24 karat gold pen, and it actually has real 24 karat gold foil flakes inside, and they're pretty packed in there. I think that's pretty awesome. So I doubt it has much value because they're foil and it's lightweight, but honestly, I really don't know. That's another one. If any of you have gotten one of these or know anything about this, you know, collector's pen, let me know. I guess they only give out so many a year, and it's really cool they sent me one. I was quite surprised to get it, and it's pretty awesome. So I kind of keep it up and away. I don't plan on using it. I'm going to keep it kind of as a novelty. Who knows? So back to my point. Should we be accumulating gold? Well, let me say, you got to do what you're comfortable with. But with these stimulus checks we're getting, there's possibly going to be a second one. I know people on unemployment are getting that extra $600. I think it's a great opportunity to take advantage of it if you can. Like I said, you can spend 30 bucks and start buying some of those gold notes, or spend whatever you can afford. But I definitely think it's a great direction to go to. We are heading into possibly the worst economic crisis America might ever see in its history, and it could leave thousands, if not millions, of us Americans out on the streets, homeless and unemployed. And it's called a safe haven asset for a reason. We've seen it throughout the world, especially in the recent years. Look at what Venezuela's going through. I don't know the exact amounts, but I've read multiple stories where 1 ounce of silver down there buys you like 3 to 6 months worth of food. Argentina is in the midst of a massive economic crisis due to the same situations we're in the United States. Massive debt and overprinting of money. And I know when in 2018, The value of the Argentina peso lost 2/3 of its purchasing power towards gold. Gold in 2018 in Argentina, when their crisis really started heating up, went from around somewhere like 25, 30,000 pesos to right now it's at like 120,000 pesos. So if you lived in Argentina and you were accumulating precious metals, you did okay right now. You're probably still surviving and maintaining your lifestyle, while everyone else, lost their money pretty fast, seen some hard times, and they're still going through it. So it's a good thing to have, and it's called a safe haven asset for a reason. If the elite buying it isn't enough already to tell you that's what we should be doing, let the economic situation that we're, unfolding into be a reminder of why we need to have safe haven asset. So the last thing I want to add in there is, before you go overboard on getting precious metals, just make sure you have your essentials already in order. I don't think it would be too smart to go buy $1,000 worth of gold and silver if you only have 30 days worth of food. If you don't own some form of security and know how to operate that security, accurately and in a good manner to protect yourself. So, keep that in mind. Now, I'm not saying why you're accumulating your food and water and security, it would hurt to go out and spend that $20, $30 on precious metals. That's the way to do it. It's a marathon, not a race. You got to do it over time without hurting yourself. And the last thing you want to do is have to turn around in a couple months and sell it right away. It's, once again, a form of savings. You want to put savings into it. And that's a little strategy I did, is I actually lowered the amount going into my retirement, and I put that into precious metals every month because I have control over it. I don't have to worry about if the stock market dumps or not. It's in my hands. I have the power. It's a form of savings, and that's what it's supposed to be. It's not something that you're supposed to go out and buy, this month and get rid of it next month. Safe haven, wealth insurance, form of savings. And that's what it is to me. And anyone out there that has their eyes open and can see what's going on in this country today, I definitely think you will benefit in the future, if not for your children, to protect your financial, well-being and the well-being of your family. So I hope all of you are doing good. I hope all of you are safe out there. Thanks for listening, and please, guys, keep prepping. Have a good night.